Hi, welcome to Alchemy Balance. It's been a while since I recorded a video, and today I just felt that I needed to do one. Not sure what I want to talk about, but a lot has happened in my life. I found myself in so many ways. It allowed me to see the things that I couldn't see, and in doing that, it allowed me to look at relationships and different aspects of myself that I actually played a role in. My main one that has been like something I've been healing for the last couple years was my relationship with my ex-husband. We got together when I want to say I was 18 and he was 17. We was married. We got married at that age. And now looking, as I healed, I can actually see where I went wrong in a lot of things and how I lost myself. The codependency, the false sense of security, and so much more that I brought in as my own, to the point where I put my belief system around it. I made it a part of my worth, and it really had me blind to a lot of things because I couldn't see past the illusion of what really wasn't. And not only that, trying to accept it for not being the truth is also a hard thing to deal with too as well. I mean, I'm kind of speechless because, my belief system that I was brought up in, you marry and you stay together through thick and thin. You fight for the other person. Now I can actually say I was points in our relationship where we were growing together, and we got to a point where we stopped growing together, and I continued, and he no longer wanted to grow. He wanted to stay where he was because of the fact that he was happy. And that's how it works. I mean, a lot of times when we do this work, it's because we're not happy. It's because, sorry, give me a minute, I'm doing a video. A lot of time when I lost my train of thought. A lot of time when we do this stuff, when we want to grow, we get to the point where there's something that's missing, or there's something you want to change. So you sit there and you try to find a way to heal whatever it is, or try to find something to make you happy. And in doing that, you find different aspects of yourself that you need to let go, or either things you need to change. It's going to always be like that. It is never going to be a point where you can just sit still. Whatever sits still becomes stagnant. So you have to be okay with change at all times. So in my relationship, I always wanted more. Even if it came to my relationship with my husband, relationship with my kids, my family, being a better co-worker, I just always had an ambition to do more and to find happiness. But they got to a point where I was continuing to grow. I was continuously growing, and I became a trigger for my partner. And when I say trigger, everything I did was a problem. Or if I said anything, it was to start an argument. It was never to start an argument. It was actually getting that person to think and to look at, if something triggers you, you need to review it, because there's something's there that needs to be worked out. And that wasn't reciprocated. It begins to, oh, she just want to start argument. And a lot of people relationships are like this. You know, when the one partner wants more out of a relationship, the other partner feels like you asking for too much, and you're starting to you're becoming a problem to them, to the point where they use that as an excuse to get out, to be themselves, to stay out, to cheat, you know, all these different things just to do what they want to do. And at the end of the day, the person that actually brings it up, which was I was the person that was bringing up certain things, it became a issue, because now you get to the point where you feel like, if I bring something up, then he gonna stay out more, or he gonna, and never looking at it as, it is okay. If he doesn't want to change, then what are you gonna do? Not stay there and stay in it to harm yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And I didn't know what I know now, so I stayed, you know, and dug myself in a deeper hole, depression, you know, putting my self-worth into a relationship, putting my everything outside of myself instead of building myself in the inside. I was tearing myself down in the inside because I couldn't authentically be myself. And every time I thought I wanted to bring something up, it was always a problem, or I'm trying to control or something, but not knowing, not having the spiritual and the mental maturity that I have now, and the knowledge that I have now, knowing that, you know, that was manipulation. You know, that was keeping me trapped into that low vibration. I look back, I was sad so much. I mean, the feeling I got on my body right now, I would never go back. I would never go back to a relationship, or either get in a relationship where it keeps me restricted. I will always have my power. Not giving my power up again. Can't do that. Won't do that. Because at the end of the day, I have to love on me. The feeling of loving on yourself and calling yourself back in fully is a power I can't explain. But when you feel it, I mean, it's amazing. I get up, I have energy like no other. I work out like no other. I go on walks every day. The peace. You can't buy this peace. I don't know how to explain it. I wish somebody can feel what I feel right now. Because being in a relationship with someone for 20 something years, 20 plus years, and I want to say my daughter's 21 years. I never had this peace. I never had this freedom. This freedom to just be who I am at this moment. To live and push and understand that I am in control of my own destiny and my own and everything that's in my way, or in my hands, or in my grips, or either it part of my construct. It's all cost of me, no one else. And then even with the destruction, that was all me too. I can't blame him, because I allowed it to happen. I chose to go in depression instead of healing. I chose to stay instead of going outside of my belief system and doing something different, because I feared it. You know, because I didn't see it growing up. I didn't understand. It was foreign to me. So I'm thinking that my family did it. You know, I seen cousins and my uncles and all these people that stayed in a relationship, and seeing strangers, co-workers, you know, stay in a relationship. Nobody knows what actually goes on in a relationship. When you see that person outside mingling, you don't know what argument they done had in the car. You don't know what happened 24 hours ago. You just don't know. But then that mask is what you see. It's beautiful because you wear it so well. No longer wearing a mask. no longer sitting back and being something that I'm not. I will always stay in my power, and I will always speak my truth. Because when I sit there and put a mask on my face to be something that I am not, I'm lying to myself, which is worse than me lying to you or to someone else. So I said, I know this is a video. I mean, I'm grateful. The fire in me is so bright. It's so strong. And I'm just happy. Nobody knows how I had to fight for my life, spiritually, emotionally, physically, I mean, internally. Mostly 99%, 100% of it was internally. It had nothing to do with the physical realm. Everything that was done to me, I did to myself because I allowed it to happen. My intuition was on point. My intuition always told me the truth. But because I loved someone outside myself and I needed that person to validate who I was, I went against my own self. In doing that, trapping myself into the jail that I put myself in for all those years. I am free. And when being free on this side, baby, this is beautiful. The feeling that you can wake up and you make this happen. You make your own happiness. Then, realizing that it's not only in relationships that this stuff happens. Not intimate relationships. It could be business relationships. It could be the being a co-worker or working for, different, anything. It could be a relationship with a family member. It comes in different aspects. And the other day I seen it in one of my business partners, or not a partner of my business, but somebody that, that I send clients to. And I just had to check it. And when I did it, I'm like, God, I'm proud of you. Because before this, you would have never said anything. You would have been a people pleaser. You would have been sitting there like, okay, I'm just going to watch this and then I'm going to maneuver and then I'm going to run. Or not run, but something. I'm going to say run because it's a run. Because I go to another person and just, I let that relationship die down. No. I'm going to tell you what you're not going to do to me and what you can and cannot do to me. And how it's going to go. Because at the end of the day, right is right. Wrong is wrong. And really, I'm in control of allowing stuff to happen to me. So that's why I set my boundaries now. If it's not within my boundaries or my construct, I don't do it. And I'm not going to do it. And if you don't want to abide by that, you don't have to be a part of my life. I'm taking back my life. And that means every aspect of it. So I know this video is supposed to be for someone else besides me. But I'm so grateful that I got a chance to say this out loud. Because I've been very busy. Business been picking up. I'm truly grateful. And a lot of amazing things have been happening to me. And today I just had to let someone hear. Because it's other people. I know I'm not the only one. It's so many people in relationships that don't supposed to be in relationships, but just there because they codependent on the person or they emotionally tied to the person. The ties are strong. You have to learn that when you sit there, if a person leaves you or you leave a person and you sitting there thinking about them and talking about them to your girlfriends, you're giving them power to come back. You calling them telepathically. Hey, I love you. Come on back. So then you get the text message. Oh, the girl, why he calling me? Why? Because you done sat there and talked about him all damn day. So guess what? He gonna call you. He gonna text you. He gonna think about you. Instead of you letting that tie die, that tie die down, you still feeding it. You feeding the energy of that relationship. The energy of that relationship, the heartfelt, the connection that y'all built. Because every relationship has a heart. If you hear me correctly, every relationship has a heart too. And you build it together. So whatever you put in it is what you put in it. That means if I'm fussing and arguing with that, you put that in the heart. I'm loving one day, you put that in the heart. I'm cheating today, you put that in the heart. It's all in the heart. It's connection. And at some point, it's going to become very toxic. Because everything you've done to each other or talked about, or it's all in that heart of that relationship. So until you cleanse it, it can't be healed. And if one person is lying all the time and the other person is authentic, it will never be healed because it's distorted. And it's built off, the foundation is fake. And it's going to crumble. It's not stable. It's going to crumble. So I'm grateful that I can say that I fought for myself to where I'm at right now. It's amazing. Thank you, confirmation. It is amazing. But you best believe I didn't look like this in the fight. I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. When I took that leap of faith, I didn't care. I knew it was better than what I was in. Because I didn't want to be in it no more. But now that I'm on the other side, I can truly say, job well done, Yvette. Job well done. Because them gloves was on. I was in a fight for my life. Because now I'm sitting here fighting because my mental is going against me. My intuition, my heart is talking to me, telling me which way to go, telling me how to do this, how to do that. But my mental and my ego, oh, no. That ain't true. Go this way. Give him a call. Talk to him. It's going to be different. 21 years in doing all of that, nothing has ever changed. Promises have been broken. Promises has been made. And progress was made in the relationship. But there was also distortion. There's also lies. I mean, I taught a man to master the things I wanted and who I was. Because all I did was talk about it. What I'm not going to take, what I'm not going to do. You can talk about it all day long. But what are you really going to do? Instead of talking about it, actually do it. Don't take it. Don't do it. Leave the motherfucker. Excuse me, friends, my mom watched this, sorry. But leave the motherfucker. And go about your business. Because when you really do that, that's when the work starts. Nobody told me how hard it's going to be once I left. Even when I left, it still took years for this shit to break. Because I couldn't see. My mind was still getting the best of me. Even though he was gone and I wasn't talking about it. And I was living for 2 years. Celibate and everything. Doing my thing. Had my business going and everything. Wasn't even thinking about no man. Working out and everything. When he would pull up, the feelings come, they flood back in. The emotions. The mind running. It's like somebody turned the switch on. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, God, you keep letting this man come back. Why he keep coming back? Like, I understand. I don't talk about this man. I don't call this man. He even blocked on my phone. But he coming back. Because guess what? Sweetie, you ain't healed. You hadn't, what have you let go? You suppressed. And you pushed it to the back. And you still tried to go on about your business and live a life. Instead of healing and letting go. Okay. See what this gonna do. But still, in doing all that, I had to really shut everything and everybody out. I had to really dive deep. Meaning, I had to go in and fast because I didn't even trust my own mind. Fasting was the best clarity I could ever get because now I can hear my God self, my higher self. At first I couldn't even hear that. And I was like, damn, my mind won't stop running. But fasting was the best thing I could have ever done. Because food, when people, there's a lot of things I learned along this way. And a lot of things I talked about before all of this. Was good talking about it, giving people insight and everything else. But once you make it a part of your life and how you actually maneuver, it don't mean anything. And you can't even retain it because half the time, because you hadn't even applied it to your own life. It's a lot of people regurgitate, right? You said the word, I can't think of the word right now, but a lot of people telling people things that they don't even know even nothing about, or have not even applied it to their own life. So they good at being a coach, or either getting on social media, tell you this and that, and telling you what you can try. It's some great insight, but it don't mean nothing until you apply it to your life, yourself. That's a whole different ballgame. So me going in and fasting and journaling, shutting everybody out, not talking about the situation, just getting clarity from my higher self, meditating, and journeying, going on journeys, that's what saved me. Because now I get a chance to see and hear and understand and connect and align with myself. Because before, I was aligned with him. Don't get me wrong, love him to death. I love this man because he was my partner. And I'm supposed to align with that relationship. But I didn't supposed to lose myself in the process. But because I lost myself in the process, I had to heal myself and align myself with my higher self and allow myself to actually have discernment on what was really going on in a relationship and what I had to heal and let go. And that within itself was hard as hell. Because that was a hard pill to swallow. Everybody that knew me, I was confident, very confident. I'm still confident, very confident, could do anything, and sweet, happy-go-lucky person. And could do anything I wanted to do. And really never talked to many people. My circle has always been small. And even in my healing process, my circle didn't even know what I went through. There was only one person that really knew me authentically. And she's no longer friends with me. And that's another thing too. As you going and you aligning with yourself, your higher self, there's gonna be people that gonna fall off of your radar. That's gonna no longer be a part of your construct because of the fact that they were never a part. You outgrew that. And that part of you died and you was rebirthed into something else. You had a different awakening. There are different stages to this thing. That part, that hurt me when I lost that person. Because I really loved her. Loved her to the point where we talked. She was the only person that knew about me spiritually. My other friend knew about me spiritually too, but this person knew deeply who I was spiritually. And all the journeys I went on, going outside the country and the stuff I tried and all that stuff. Like, we talked deep all the time. But something happened in that relationship, conversation happened, and she didn't perceive what I said to her the way that I wanted her to perceive it. And so in that conversation, that was the last conversation we had, which is okay. I still send her love and light. Not mad, not hurt, no nothing. Our time has expired. It's okay. And that's what you have to be okay with. When I went into this thing to find myself, I had to learn. I had to come to grips with the fact that I was going to lose people along the way. I was worried about losing touch with my kids because I didn't know what this path was going to take me on. But I do know that I need to do this for myself. And I did it and it may have seemed kind of selfish, and I thought it was gonna be kind of selfish at first, but really it really wasn't. It's like the kids knew spiritually, let mama go through what she going through. And they were so supportive. My babies were supportive. So when I came out of it, it's like they said, hey, mommy. And the conversation we have now is totally different than the conversation I had when I was at my low vibrational self. Or that hurt. And I won't say hurt, but the person that didn't know herself. I learned to be okay. And I was happy because once my kids welcomed me, it was like, oh my God. They knew the whole entire time the stuff we worry about. God already make a way for it. Spirit already put, ancestors, they take care of you all the way through. Like, baby, it's okay. I mean, stuff was falling in place I had no control over. Nor did I even say anything about it. I'm just happy. I want to share this because I needed to. And I feel like a lot of my content is going to be a lot different now. Because I made content before and I never posted it. And I may still post some of them because I got to go back and review it, or if spirit leads me to do it, I'm going to do it. But confirmation. But yeah, I'm going to take care of that. You know, I'm just happy. Kind of lost my train of thought then, but you know. Anyway, I'm happy and I'm glad I could share this with you. I'm going to share more because I feel like a lot of people don't talk about when they're transitioning into their authentic self and shedding and healing and let go, because we can heal ourselves. I feel light, and everything in me changed. I mean, my looks changed. I'm not even the same person. I'm a totally different person. It's just amazing. I'm gonna leave it at that, and later on I'll figure out what I'm gonna share in the coming days, because I know I'm going through some changes, and I know I want to do some more content, and I know I want to put out some stuff about me doing healing sessions with people. Not sure how that's gonna look just yet, but I know it's coming. I can feel it. Because this is a testimony that I really want to help others get to this, because the way I feel is indescribable. I don't even think there's any words in English to describe how I feel right now, how light I am, and how focused I am, and how resilient I am, and just in this space where I'm in my power. I feel good. Even with this lighting, I seen this earlier when I was in my office, and the light was, I was like, oh, okay, that's a good setting, you know, to do a video. And it's like, to me, when I seen this setting, it's like me coming out the darkness into the light, because we are light, and you can see how I'm glowing in this darkness. We always made of darkness. And you don't have to be where I was in a dark place. You don't have to stay there. You can come out and you can be yourself, because darkness is a part of you anyway. But you got to choose. You have to choose. What do you want to do? Do you want to stay in the darkness and stay dark? Or do you want to go out? You want to come out the dark? You want to still be in the darkness, but release yourself so you can be in your light. Because it's all about intent. And my intent is to encourage people to embrace every part of you. You got to embrace every part. Good, bad, ugly. Different, I don't care. You got to embrace it. Shadow, embrace it. That's who you are. Until, as you continue to deny it, you can continue to lie to yourself. I embrace every part of me. I don't care. I can care less what people feel or think. I don't care. I'm very respectable. And I'm very honest. But I'm very me. And that's unique. A lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't show that. But I'm going to show that. Because you only get one life during this lifetime. You can die as many times as you want. And I'm going to say that for a whole nother video. And I won't say die because a lot of people might understand that. I know what that means. But you can reinvent yourself as much as you want. It's what you want to do with your life. And I'm sending y'all love and light. And if you have any questions or you need any insight, don't hesitate. Send me a message. I'll get back with you because I like to help people with this. This is a great thing to work on. So for time being, I still have not set up my podcast thing yet. I'm gonna do it. But life be lifing. But you can follow me on Alchemy Balance IG. I'm not sure if I'm trying to see if because I'll probably put this on my personal page too, because this is me. I'm not finna do several ones. This is who I am. You like it or love it, or leave it. It is what it is. But you can follow me on Alchemy Balance on IG, and Alchemy Balance on my YouTube page as well. I'm sending y'all love and light, and then I'll be chatting with you soon. Have a good one.